Hey folks, and welcome back to the Attack Orb Tournament Series Summer Camp Slam Playoffs. Here with your boy Shadow, and just as a quick, not apology, but a heads up, Discord's kind of scuffed today, so you may not hear him too well. How you doing, Shadow?
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Shadow here, coming at you live, ready for some Overwatch finals.
Ooh, spicy. And with that, I'll stop looking at the screen because the attacking team is coming out as Thanos' car was pushed up very far. Gets out with his life, however. And I think
And it looks like,
oh, go ahead.
and it looks like the Bumblebees are coming in with some sort of modified goats. I mean, we haven't seen Ryan come into the meta lately, at least.
Yeah, the Ryan Zarya has been an interesting, maybe it's like a slight comfort pick as well.
Yeah, maybe. And I mean, we know good utility out of May as well, so it isn't surprising. But we also know that Brig hasn't been very meta
Yeah,
in
Brig
patches
is
either.
interesting, and the fact that it's working is equally more interesting because as a former GOATS Brig main myself, she's basically dead in the water. And you know what? I'm going to be real biased and follow Elfin along for a while because I loves me some Brig play.
Well, and especially now with everything that's changed in the current meta, I mean, just very surprising that we're not seeing anyone play Orisa at all. We have Babkit over on Sigma. Difficult hero to really get down, so it's good that he's doing so early. Yeah, just really surprising that we're not seeing a lot than we normally would.
Agreed. Oh, regrouping a little bit. Beast does fall to Keen Time. Keen Time's had some very close to spicy Maywalls. I think we're going to see some people really caught out by them sometime this map.
Well, and really the trick with May, at least what I've found, is really not so much as even blocking off a soul, but really getting that time where you can separate one person off. Hopefully they're...
We are seeing everybody press Q. The Shatter countering the Blizzard was my favorite ult trade-off of that fight, and it seems to have gone in favor of the Bumblebees.
Bumblebees making some good progress here. Babkit just really kind of utilizing that, making sure that he's putting it in a good location.
As we see Elfin now over onto the Lucio, does get a boot buff on Croissant before he's whacked down by Famouskar. We got a little Widow play out of Beast as well. And we do finally see Gamathot come out with the Orisa pick.
Well, and Famouskar is really taking some good amount of space here, causing NFG to back off. But really, they're down 2 now. But man, they weren't a lot before. I think they continued with the aggression.
Agreed. As we see the box spray go down. And I guess Beast is just trying to counter Chaotic Crab's Pharah a little bit here. Not sure which hit scan to pick. We were talking about with Blue last night. McCree's a weird pick into this comp. I mean, there isn't a Sigma on the side of Slipstream Academy. Oh man, as I say that, Bumblebees are absolutely rolling. They get a team kill. And that should be this point unless Famouskar decides to contest last second. That will be feeding ult a little bit, we'll see. He does seem to skirt around. He's thinking about it.
And it's not going to matter. It looks like NFG, yeah, NFG's going to take that second point.
And I take it Chaotic Crab's probably switching off of the Pharah. And I don't like that contest there for NFG, or I mean Slipstream Academy. They lost half their team. A whole lot of free space for the Bumblebees.
Well, and really, Bumblebees, with really just this whole second push here, has had a pretty continuous, very steady push for a whole lot of contest for Slipstream Academy guys.
Oh, we have Diego in the chat shouting out, "Go Gordon!" Don't know who Gordon is, but go them. Good bit of use of ults there by Slipstream Academy to kind of stabilize a little bit as we get a little bit of voice line spam from the Chaotic Crab's Junkrat. Will Elfin make it out? If we learned anything from the All-Stars, is that Elfin is the dirtiest Lucio ever to grace this tournament, and I have no doubt that he's untouchable when wall riding. This is even the map he popped off on the Lucio wall ride thing. We got Beast High Noon right into a Maywall.
Bad Kid gets Mercy with his ult. And really, NFG's is cleaning up here. Team kill, wow. Oh.
I guess we can maybe call that a high flux. Galvetic.
Yeah, I mean, they can't even get back to contest. That's going to go to NFG.
I'm watching the bars drop down in Discord as I slowly lose your voice. Though it is at full bars now. And we will soon see what Slipstream Academy has in store for us on attack here. Will they go with the similar Pharah heavy composition? Who knows?
Well, really, it's still just so Slipstream Academy went with Ryan Zarya for so long. Just not a combo that we've been seeing work too much.
And is the beam nerf live now for Symmetra and Zarya?
That I'm not 100% sure on.
If that's live, that makes Zarya an even worse pick, to be honest. Although we do see Croissant onto the Sigma now. Creepy as fuck.
So many toes.
It's not even like voice lines. He has like a lot of really weird callouts he does in the middle of team fights, and they like echo into your headphones in the weirdest kind of way. I don't know how I feel about it because it creeps me out a lot. Here we go with a Rhine Sigma composition, perhaps?
Not something we're used to seeing, but I mean, maybe we. I mean, it is a double shield, so it could work for them. It is possible that Thanos is just much more comfortable on Reinhardt than he is on Orisa.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're not, as we see a bit of a scuffed telly placement, if you're not comfortable on the Orisa, it's not even worth playing it. You're just going to be dead in the water, right?
Yeah, right. And, you know, just her kit isn't for everybody, or at least not something that you want to go into a game like this where you're having to perform at your best at a hero that you're just not solid on.
We do see a hold here for the Bumblebees. Orisa is just a very strong combination with Sigma right now. It's going to be pretty tough to burst through, even with Shatter. That's two shields you got to shatter through. As Babkit eats a rock over into Slipstream Academy. We watch them slowly push to the choke. And NFG wisely deciding to hold over here so they can quickly telly onto point, have a second contest. We do see Elfin fall. Beast, however, is able to take out Chaotic Crab. May does slap pretty hard on Doomfist. We're going to see Thanos car fall as well. The Blizzard goes out. Not sure if they needed that. The fight was over a little bit, but I do like an exclamation point on the end of a pretty successful team fight. And we're going to see Coalescences out for both sides. A bit of Kamehameha back and forth. Maybe we'll call it Goku versus Vegeta, so Kamehameha Gallic Gun. Final Flash, I don't know, pick your Vegeta beam move.
Double Death Star lasers.
Ooh. And we got walls everywhere. We got ourselves a window, we got a wall, we got a smaller wall. We got a curvy wall. Oh. We see a punch come in from Chaotic Crab, who gets punished very hard for it by just about everybody on the Bumblebees.
And that right there was really just sort of a hard example of why it just must be so frustrating playing right now with all of these shields and walls being so part of the meta, right? Possible to really play.
Yeah, I mean,
we are going to say, oh, and we've got a shatter, but nope, but not really getting anyone.
Big Galvanic Flux does get 3. No follow-up on it, however, as a well-placed Immortality Field comes down, although here comes a tire for Keen Time is destroyed by Skokilla. That's huge, and we see Galvanic Flux out for the side of the Bumblebees now. And it's big, it does drop down, and Sauce uses the Coalescence to keep everyone alive, but Beast freezes them, puts them out of their misery. And Slipstream Academy is forced to back off again. And Croissant isn't able to make it out
really
thanks
with
to
only
a well-placed Moira Orb.
And really with only 45 seconds left, this is really going to be probably their last fight. They might have to really move it, but yeah, I mean 30 seconds now. I mean, this has got to be their last one. Take it, like, yeah. They're going to have to get aggressive. They're going to need to get...
For sure. I'm going to want to see a lot of Q pressing. They have 3. They're coming up on 2 more. Oh, sorry, I'm reading backwards. They just have beat. They're the closest to Shatter, but it's still 40% away. And 13 seconds plus overtime might not be enough time to get it. As I say that, Thanos Car does land a Fat Fire Strike, gets it to 80%. We do see Winner is the first to fall. Thanos Car follows, and Sauce as well. Immortality Field's out. Nobody is there to touch the point, and the NFG Bumblebees will take the first map. Here
Full hold for the NFG Bumblebees.
Full hold indeed. And who will be playing the game? Oh, Thanos Car with a fat shatter perhaps?
Thanos Car. Reinhardt. Myself, I always do love seeing a good Reinhardt PO.
To be expected.
And we'll see what the Bumblebees have in store for us. Maybe Slipstream Academy, maybe that just wasn't their map, but we'll see how everything looks on the other side of this intermission. Hey folks, and welcome back to the semifinal match between Slipstream Academy and the NFG Bumblebees. As a reminder, the Bumblebees are up 1-0 on Slipstream Academy. Let's see if they can equalize this match on Paris as we stare at some delectable croissants. How do you feel about croissants, Shadow?
You know, I'm more of a bagel guy than a croissant guy, if I'm being honest.
Wow.
Listen, I like a good bagel, and croissant just doesn't fill me up. I'm a hardworking American man.
Wow. Wow.
I need my bagel with cream cheese on.
I am a sucker for a good bagel. I'm with you on that one.
5, 4, 3,
Just too much cream cheese. It's the best way to have it.
Love cream cheese.
defend objective
It's artery clogging goodness. It's worth it.
Absolutely. All right, so we got Beast coming in on. We got Beast coming in. Quite a hero that we've seen a lot of, at least
Ooh,
in.
I like this strategy. They're going to teleport around the high ground and go straight to point.
Love
and this
that
bunker
teleport.
is going to be just ridiculous to break. Wow. I like that strategy, and I'm going to steal it. I really think that was cool.
That was just nuts.
Chaotic Crab falls. That's huge. And Sauce follows up as well. It's just cleanup time for the NFG Bumblebees as they pulled off an awesome ability with the Sim teleporter here on the first point of Paris.
objective.
Well,
Ding.
and
New
I mean,
defense point.
Slipstream Academy just had no idea how to react. I mean, man, NFG just got away with that. No.
They got away with literal murder
Yeah.
in the form of an almost team wipe.
That's not right.
And they're rotating around again. I do like their commitment to rotating around and kind of making Slipstream Academy fight on their ground in a way. And they teleport around to the other side of the map and do just the same again. As we see Babkit put down Ansauce, we're going to see the coalescence come out for Dez. We're going to see King Time, Catacrab, and Jiro fall in quick succession. We're going to see the barrier come up. Skokilla. And again, it's just quick cleanup here for the NFG Bumblebees. Ansauce isn't even able to make it back to point, and that's a huge time bank for the
Wow.
Bumblebees on Paris.
A massive.
0 to 2. Switching sides.
We're going to have to see something miraculous out of Slipstream Academy here just to equalize.
Initiating match.
Well, and really what I think NFG did a very good job of constantly keeping Slipstream Academy on defensive and off balance, because there was just no way at first point take, and then even after on the second point, they were constantly just on the defensive, like you said, like having to fight on their own ground.
Man, Discord is absolute beauty today. I heard like maybe 75% of that, but I agree with you because I heard you
Yes.
reiterate my own point.
Ready.
Yes. Yeah.
This,
Slipstream was just on the defensive the entire.
Yo, when can we get this Omnic over here with like a hammer and a bandana on as a hero? This dude would be fucking
Attackers
sweet.
incoming in 30 seconds.
Omnic DPS, just hit shit with this giant hammer. There's some cool art on this map. This is such a good map. It's a toss-up for me between this and Rialto as my favorite of like the new set of maps.
Really? You know what? I'm not sure. I
3,
always liked the
1.
aesthetic of Anubis, the way it worked.
Defend objective A.
Just in terms of like the map design and like kind of feeling like you're in that like city or country or whatever.
Yeah.
冰墙升起来吧！
Let me see what they
NFG
do.
knowing that Slipstream was in that.
Oh, and
Just
Slipstream
wa-
Academy is
and
going to
did
use the same
Slipstream Academy
strategy
get-
back at him.
It's away with it. Wow.
However, the teleporter is used for the Bumblebees to get onto point fast and contest. And because they, I guess, run the same strat, they're ready for it. And it doesn't seem like it's going to work for Slipstream Academy as they're slowly cleaned up. with
And I
Thanos
really
Scar
was
falling,
not
that's it.
expecting that from Slipstream.
I do like it. Do it on the fly. Use their strategy against them. Unfortunately, the Bumblebees were
Yeah.
expecting it a little bit.
And I mean, Bumblebees, yeah, like, they must have just been ready to see Slipstream try it again.
Follow on Thanos Scar for a little bit here. Big pull out of Gamma. Gets a little more damage, a little more ult charge for his team. Nobody gets split off by the Mei wall. You do get a little freezing action going on in the background.
Slipstream Academy, just once again running Mega.
Oh, and here comes Blizzard. Thanos Scar can't quite make it out in time. I think we're going to see him fall here, and we do. Skokiller gets the kill credit with massive assists on there. And saw some Winter falling as well. Chaotic Crab falls. Keen Time the only one left. I would just go in the drink or try and die here. Try not to stagger too much. And another solid fight here for the Bumblebees. This teleporter placement is big. I mean, it doesn't die anymore, so you can just leave it there. You have like a quick escape route for your supports, like Des just used. And he's getting pressure down. He can go into the room there, or he can just teleport back to his team up on the high ground here. And they are able to get a quick kill on the Thanos car, and that should be a recontest here for Slipstream Academy. Oh, they are able to get a resurrect. However, at the cost of Winner's life, Thanos car is going to get stuck frozen and just spam down as well. We're going to see Ansos come and try to help him. Did use their personal bubble, and they're going to kill themselves to kind of get out of there a bit faster. And another fight to the Bumblebees.
60 seconds remaining.
Bumblebees are coming out so
60
strong.
seconds
and
left.
Just continuing on, and here we are at 60 seconds left. With the speed that Slipstream's coming out, this very well could be the last fight. They do have Thanos Car's Shatter, Keen Time's Coalescence. They're almost on the Graviton. We have Blizzard coming up as well. Chaotic Crab dropped down to damn near 0. Poking around the corner there.
Chaotic Crab trying to get out in the last fight. I think now he's just trying to get any sort of damage, but he can't get anything done with that.
He's just trying to build up that barrage, and there isn't enough to shoot at. Everyone's moving around a little too much. Blizzard gets thrown onto the point by Jiro for, I guess, maybe a bit of a zoning mail. Does seem to work so far as we see Beast killed. Babkit does oh, he ate the grab. That's right. I forgot Sigma can eat things. Skokiller getting the kill on Thanos car. Keen Time falls as well. Same with Winner. Chaotic Crab ults and falls. Jira was all that was left on point. And this is going to be a second map for the NFG Bumblebees.
Man, Slipstream, you're breaking my heart here. I was so sure that when Slipstream got aggressive and took that point, I mean, I was just so sure that they were going to take.
I want to sim play the game. Skokiller's teleporter was the make or break moment for actually this part in time when Slipstream Academy kind of mirrored their telly round against the point strategy. And the telly that they had already placed up to the high ground right over point saved the day.
Impeccable.
Keen Time getting all the upvotes. They're at 10 or 9, almost 10. Doesn't quite get it. And we'll see if Slipstream Academy can put a point on the board here coming up on the third map. We'll see you on the other side. Howdy, folks, and we're here chilling in halftime, and Shadow has put together a bit of a game for us to play. Shadow, why don't you give us a bit of a rundown?
I have the impossibly hard Star Wars Expanded Universe quiz that you should know.
Uh-oh.
A fun little Star Wars EU game we have our 3 contestants here. We've got Steve, we've got Cerny, and we've got our captain leader over here, Carpe, aka
Hysterically is what I wanted to say.
Hooray!
Yay!
Cheers!
Also, Discord's kind of scuff right now, so I can hear, like...
Yeah, Discord's being wonky.
Dab.
Alrighty. So all right. If Discord's going to be wonky, then let's just go ahead and get right to the first. Which of these events occurred first in the Star Wars expansion? The subjugation of Geonosis, the battle, the occupation of Bespin, or the Sith Civil
Civil
Bro,
War.
I can't understand the question. It was
Oh,
definitely
no.
no. It was. It doesn't matter because I know it. It was the Sith Civil War.
Yes.
I said it first, though.
You did,
So-
yeah, but
the-
whatever.
You didn't say in the
Alright.
Yeah, I didn't know the formatting. Okay, we're good now.
Okay.
I'm giving myself a point, don't worry.
Okay.
Which Star Wars EU character ordered the clone army from Kamino? Was it Shev Palpatine? Was it Jango Count Dooku? Or Sifo?
What
Who
was the
is
last
Sifo
one?
Dyas?
Sifo Dyas.
Correct. It was Sifo Dyas. Point for
Did you
Carp.
answer it in a Jeopardy question?
It's a Jeopardy board on the screen. What do
Oh
you
my
mean?
god, he's not wrong.
Oh my god. Okay. I can barely hear Shadow. He's like cutting up so much.
Yeah.
Uh, um. Anyway, I wish there was something I could do about my.
That's alright. It's on
it's
Discord
'cause you're
10 for
streaming.
sure. Oh, I'm the one
All right.
streaming.
Yeah,
Oh,
Steve's
okay.
streaming.
And Evil's not even
Anyway,
there.
all right. All right. 2 questions left. In Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, who is Darth Malak's apprentice? Is it Darth Revan, Darth Bannon, Darth Bane, or Tulak Horde?
Who is
Darth
Jar Jar
Revan?
Binks?
Wrong.
With Jar Jar Binks or Revan?
Is it Jar Jar Binks? Is it Bane? I don't know, dude.
Everyone's wrong. It's Darth Bannon.
Darth Bannon. I don't even think I've heard his
Darth
name
Steve
ever. So
Bannon. Okay.
I've heard Revan. I've heard Dooku, of course, but I've never heard Bannon. Darth Steve Bannon.
And the last question. Who created the Sith Rule of Two? Was it Naga Sadow, Darth Pelagius, or Darth Bane?
Darth Bane.
Darth
Yes.
Plagueis, the wise.
Point
It's
for
not Plagueis.
Cerny. Now,
Oh,
Every-
we're tied up.
everyone is tied, and I have a tiebreaker lightning round, and it's worth 5.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
5 points is what I think
Locking
I
in
heard.
Jar Jar Binks now.
Yeah, I think it
Now.
was 4 points.
Now, this is an open-ended question,
Oh, so this is
And the more
Final Jeopardy.
and the more specific you can, the better.
Okay.
At which point in the canonical timeline is Darth Pelagius, master to Emperor Palpatine, also known as Darth Sidious, murdered by his apprentice? And I will give you hints if
Ah.
Darth Plagueis the Wise.
You mean in canon timeline?
yeah,
So like movies, you're
Yes.
talking.
Because
like
the
within-
extended universe got ripped
within
out
the
when
EU.
Disney bought it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we're doing pre-Disney here.
Okay.
I'll say the canonical timeline. So yes, or so. I'll let that be my first hint that it is.
Pre-Disney is what I think you may have said.
No.
Oh,
Post.
it's
It's post Disney, so it's
Oh,
prequel.
This
it
is-
prequel.
This is yes. This is canonical.
canonical timeline. It would have been,
It would have had to have been prior to Darth Maul being in there.
which means it would have to be before Phantom Menace.
Who's the weird fucker that Rey and Edgelord cut in half?
Snoke.
Wasn't he like a previous somebody somehow or something?
I don't know how he ties
wouldn't
in.
know
I haven't
yet.
watched the new ones.
Okay.
Oof.
I'm gonna say
I will
around the
give you
time of Anakin Skywalker's birth.
first hint. It happens during the prequel.
During the prequels. Okay, then it's probably midway through Attack of the Clones, or early
it
on in
was,
Attack of the Clones.
It's Darth guy that plays Elrond.
That plays Elrond.
No, that's the guy that plays Saruman.
All right.
Thank you.
Final
so
hint, and
much.
we're gonna have to lock in your answers.
Okay.
The final hint is that Darth Sidious spoke to Darth Pelagius was in the
Wait,
other room.
what?
Repeat it. Darth Sidious spoke to Darth
talk-
Plagueis.
No, talk to
Darth-
Darth Maul while Plagueis was in the other room.
While Pelagius was
Was
in the other room.
in the
According
room.
to canonical,
Is Plagueis like somehow Yoda or something?
It's in the beginning of Phantom Menace, then. It has to be.
Oh. Is it one of
All right.
those trade people?
Cerny is going.
Beginning of
Cerny is
Phantom
going-
Menace. That's my final
Beginning
answer.
of Phantom Menace. Stee and or Carpe wish to
I'm
answer.
going to say
I
he
got
was killed by Darth Sidious in a very similar timeline to Darth Maul being killed by Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I got while Darth Maul's on that ship talking in like the hologram thing to him maybe, and like that's when he's in the room. he's like on the other side and like Palpatine talks to him off screen or whatever, maybe.
Okay.
I think you're referring to the same scene I am when
Are
I
we?
say beginning of
Okay.
Phantom Menace. Yeah.
Like when he lands on Tatooine or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
right?
and he talks. Yeah.
I'm still saying Maul and Plagius died around the same time.
Well, with that, we're gonna say Carpe wins.
Dab.
Oh.
Darth Pelagius dies post episode. Darth Sidious is able to convince him to rest because he's told him about Anakin Skywalker beginning at the Jedi.
That's interesting.
Convinces him to go to sleep and get drunk and kills him.
Can you post a link about that in like general or something? I want to read.
Yeah,
that
I'm
part
gonna
of the wiki.
spend a few hours in the Star Wars wiki
Yeah.
now. I always end up doing this. I'll learn something new about it, and then I'll just fall down the wiki hole.
Yeah. Enjoy that wiki hole that I just recently pulled myself out of.
Will do.
We will happily jump. into the
That makes
article.
Carpe the winner, doesn't it?
It does six.
Yes,
six
it makes
to
Carpe
our
the winner.
ones.
6-1. All right, Carpe.
Dab.
All right, good job.
And with that, we will scamper back off to the intermission screen, and we'll see y'all for the next map, which is Ilios. You said?
Ilios. Yes,
Ilios.
Cool. Awesome.
Ilios.
We'll see you guys then. Hey folks, and welcome back from intermission. Hope you had fun with that Star Wars game. I certainly did. Learned something new. Thanks for that, Shadow.
Well, now you guys could write a master's thesis on the Star Wars expanded universe.
Oh, I plan on it.
3,
Right after we watch the potential last map here of Ilios, and we're starting out on Lighthouse. And we're gonna see quickly Reinhardt out for both sides again. We're gonna see Beast on the Doomfist. That could be messing up Winter on Zhang quite a bit, as they do have maybe Jiro to contest a little bit. As Croissant flings around, gets a hook onto Elfin. Elfin fades out. Rock gets thrown into Thanos Car's barrier.
the objective is now active.
And it looks like just from positioning, the Bumblebees are going to be able to capture the point really early on in this fight. Beast is going to be hooked by Croissant. As we see Skokilla get a bit of an assassination kill onto Winner. This is going to be able to kill Thanos Car. Babkid is going to kill Keen Time. We see Jiro recovering health a little bit. Everyone waiting to get the kill in there. I heard a shatter. Was that a bit of a solo shatter? By
Soul
Gambit.
Shatter, or was that maybe a fat finger? I'm not sure there. Or, like I said, or like you said, I heard the
I think it got
shatter go
Hassan.
down.
I'm not sure though. I was watching the Jiro fall. Carpe says he already changed his Discord name. Oh, I can only imagine what he changed it to.
Star Wars trivia channel.
Oh my god. Perfect, Carpe. Perfect. Oh, and a huge pulse bomb happens off screen. As I need to get used to following a Tracer around again as she does her assassination runs. As we
Boy,
see a
Evil
pretty-
Laser gonna be glad to see a bunch of solid Tracer kill.
I personally am enjoying the Tracer kills, as we do see Beast putting a lot of pressure on the spawn point of Slipstream Academy. Their comp right now is just putting out so much damage between the Tracer, Sigma, and Pharah. It's a little difficult to contend with here, as he's going to get a very early kill on both of the supports for Slipstream Academy. This fight is basically over, as he gets a 4th and 5th kill, and basically the team kill. Yeah, you know we're looking at you, Beast. Using his ultimate, and that will most certainly be play of the game.
Yeah,
That'll be round
there was
one
just no
to the
way for
Bumblebees.
Slipstream to even get back after that. I mean, NFG was just dominant the entire round there. They took the point, they held it. I mean, there was really just get around and their defense.
Basketball didn't go in. As we will perhaps see, we'll at least see Gamma Thought on the Roadhog maybe here on Well. Could they be going for the oink and yoink?
4, 3, 2,
No, they're gonna go
I will say,
oink
well, I
and
will say
screaming into the
that
universe.
Roadhog is definitely my favorite on, for sure. There's nothing better in the world than getting those environments.
For sure, for sure. Oh my god. Ugh. I'm very awake, I swear. As Thanos Car immediately gets booped into the well by Beast. And that's going to be a huge beginning to this fight for this for the Bumblebees. As we see Beast booping Jiro and Croissant around as well, kind of splitting up the whole team. We're going to see Keen Time die. Croissant as well. Gamma Thought's going to get frozen, but Jiro's kind of out on his own, gets hooked and killed. And that's going to be the first fight. for the
Well, and really,
Bumblebees.
like you said, just with Thanos Scar going down so early, you're losing your really your major line of defense.
Oh,
Going down so early like that was just a major
speaking of
loss.
going down early, Winner will get back fast, but they're definitely going to have to wait for one of their supports.
Bumblebees staying aggressive, not even letting them get to the point.
Time's using up almost all of their healing resource here, just to kind of move them around the corner into the choke in front of point. And we do see Winter on will unfortunately die immediately before I can watch on the Brigitte. Perhaps that maybe can test Sko Kill a little bit. I'm not sure what else the Brigitte pick could be doing here. But we will follow along even if it's a dirty Washington Justice skin.
Sombra online. Sha.
Winner waved? I have a stream delay on. That was weird. Beast is gonna get hacked. Chaotic Crab Somber pick. This could be interesting. We see Galvanic Flux over up on point. It is gonna get 3, get comboed with Blizzard. Galvanic Snow Globe, perhaps, as we see Slipstream Academy finally taking a bit of headway here, although Skokill is going to kill Jiro. I swear one of these times I'll get Skokill as kills. Gamathod is going to use Whole Hog. He's going to get stunned by Croissant's rock to the face. However, Croissant's going to fall. Chaotic Crab will fall as well. We're going to see Thanaskar come and try and contest point as Hammond.
We
Gets
go
hooked, rolls around
into
the side.
overtime. Really, there's not even a contest. Maybe a little bit here. Got Thanos really just trying to hang on his ball.
Beast is just doing some work in the backline, as well as Elfin and Skokilla get a couple more kills, and as the Bumblebees jump into the well, they win their 3rd map and they move on to the Div 2 final. And this is for sure going to be Beast just absolutely popping off on Lighthouse.
Also love me a good far play of the game.
Just free kills and an ultimate to seal it all off. Fires them into the heavens. And with that, oh no, where'd he go? He's not there anymore. I would have given him the golden hammer, but my golden hammer goes to Beast. Oh, there he is on the Doomfist. I got thrown off. Just some dominant play on that last map, and that'll be all for us folks tonight. I guess our next casts are gonna be on Sunday, correct?
That is correct. We have our Div 1 and Div teams are coming up. It is this next coming Sunday, the 15th at, hang on, let me pull up the timesheet. Yes, so the Div 1 final is at 8:30 p.m. EDT, and the Div 2 final is at 7 p.m. EDT.
Okay. Well, folks, we will certainly see you there. We'll definitely have the finals casted one way or another. Maybe I'll put together some dumb stuff for them. I do have one game that I intended to use during the All-Star game that I never got to. Maybe I'll bring it out for the finals.
And I might have to bring back the Star Wars trivia.
I'm almost going to force you to bring back Star Wars trivia. That was a good time.
Yes.
But thanks for tuning in with us tonight, folks. Shadow and I appreciate having you. Always a pleasure to annoy chat a little bit.
And you know what? It's good to be back. It's been a while since I've...
Yeah, maybe we'll get a little more of your casting expertise on Sunday.
Well, here's hoping, man. Good seeing you,
Likewise.
everybody.
Yep, and
Take care.
have a good night.